Have you considered outsourcing your client's payroll? Well, I did, and I went with ADP. The resources they provide, along with their partner program, make them the premier outsourcing payroll solution. We as practitioners already deal with a ton of compliance. Keeping up with payroll isn't a value-added solution that I should be focused on. If you've considered outsourcing before, reconsider it today. Choose ADP to be part of your starting lineup.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of DM Disruption. We're here live at Scaling New Heights 2021. Super excited. And today we have on the most amazing Martin Zych. You know, I practiced before I kicked it, but this time I did not. It's all good. I'm excited to have him on today from Jirav. And we're here also with Rhonda Shurter with ADP. And we're excited to talk to you about how Jirav is now working with ADP. But before we do that, we want to learn a little bit about you, Martin. Tell us how you got started and why Jirav? What happened?
Yep. So, like many people here, I used to be an outsourced CFO and controller. So I'd help companies build financial models and understand their business. You know, I was doing this for years, and there's a point where I realized there's no platform to get out of Excel and to do this delightfully in the cloud. So kind of fast forward a couple of years, we've now built up this great platform, and we're excited to partner with ADP as well, because that's a key part of doing the financial forecasting side.
Absolutely. We're definitely going to get into that. Now, as far as Jirav goes, like you said, people are still in Excel. And you know what? I'm sorry, but I'm just not an Excel expert. I can do some formulas here and there, maybe a little separate the text if I have to into other columns, but really it's cumbersome. And because of open APIs like with ADP and with QuickBooks Online and all these other applications that you're connecting with, you're able to get that data faster and more efficiently. Now, certainly FP&A, right? So we talk about FP&A. A lot of people don't know what that means, right? So why don't you explain to us, what is FP&A?
So FP&A is financial planning and analysis. And the whole point of this is really understanding where accounting ends is where finance starts. So Absolutely. That's like a really good definition for finance. And finance does all the forward-looking side of that. So within FP&A, we help folks understand really the unit economics of the business, all the things that happen before it hits the books on that side. So these are things like personnel, customers, all the unit economics around that, understanding the ratios, the KPIs, and how this all ties together in the whole business.
One of the things I love, as I've gone through some presentations with you and seen how Jirav is working forward. So we do look a lot historically in accounting. We're always looking for what just happened the last year, and then can we figure out what might happen? You guys are really forward thinking, right? And so that is an area that is so important to the accounting industry, because clients already know what happened in the past, and they don't want to hear about that anymore. What they want to do is have something to look forward to. And so what are we projecting from revenue? And that's, I think, one of the key things when it comes to advisory work, right? And so that's what you're focused in on.
Yep, exactly. Our whole goal is to help you be able to see, where's your business going to be next month, next quarter, next year, and really have that clear line of sight on that. And that, that's across revenue, across cash, across everything, every single aspect there.
And so when you're working with practitioners, right, like myself, and you're saying, hey, listen, this is a tool that you can use to do those types of things, because at the end of the day, the industries are changing. The industry itself, it's not key punching transactions anymore. And what we need to move into, and we sometimes get stuck in our own world that we're like, well, this is how we've always done things, which, that's the definition of insanity, just in case you were wondering, because you're certainly expecting different results. But here, what you're providing is an ability for practitioners to take the step to advisory without having to put this whole, Excel spreadsheet together and put these man hours or woman hours, I don't care who you are, right? So to put that in, you already have that in place for us.
Yep, exactly. You now, in order to build a financial model, which is already hard, I think all of us in the accounting and finance profession, we've seen the big 15 tab crazy Excel file. You're bringing in all this different data. There's only one person at the company who kind of knows how it works, and
right.
Trying to do that. We just walk that off the plank. You never have to see that again. And we've really democratized finance,
right?
Taking care of all the hard parts, and then let you just focus on the input so that you can, project out your assumptions on the business.
So tell me about the cost of our people, right? So we have in almost every service industry,
Mhm.
people are the most expensive. And I know that, we talk about how the machines have done the work with the people behind it,
Mhm.
but now it's people and technology.
Yep.
And so you do a lot, and we're going to get into the relationship that you have with ADP, which is just mind blowing. The ability to have those financial forecasts and analytics right at your fingertips. So tell me about how Jirav is going to, how you guys are going to just put that right out for us, and so we can help analyze that workforce, the cost of the workforce itself.
Yeah, so like the analytics around people is really interesting because, there's so many moving pieces in our business, and especially in small business, like the impact of having a few more heads here or there can, make or break whether you're profitable or not. And really understanding when do you hire and when's the right time is critical. So like one of the key things that we found really successful, and this is, even if you're just trying to like delve into like, how do I start advisor? How do I get into the very basics is make like a human income statement. So
Right.
take like average revenue per employee, average COGS or gross profit per employee,
Right.
average OPEX per employee, and average income. And when you start showing it in that level, and if you want to get fancy, maybe you do it by team or department.
Sure.
You normalize these KPIs like that, you bring it all together, and people can really quickly see like, oh, my, I hired too much. My average revenue per employee is too low, and I'm going to start dipping. If I get that one extra one, I'm going to be
Right.
upside down. Or maybe your staff is working too hard, and you're getting, your average revenue per employee is too high. That actually isn't always great. It can mean you're working people too hard, and you should hire people. And understanding that's like a really, really good pulse on the business that you can do really quickly and have a good strategic discussion.
And I love that, because I did read your blog post about that. And what I found intriguing about it was, I know for us, when the client's like, I think I need to hire more people. They say to me, I think I need to hire more people. I don't know I need to hire more people. And with this ability to get these analytics, will not just tell you, oh, it doesn't feel like I need to. Financially, I can see where I need to increase or reduce my staff. And so that's what you're working with ADP. So let's shift over to this, because this relationship is like, gets me giggly. I'm not going to lie, because I think what ADP has to offer, what we can pull out of it, is even more powerful. And we know that knowledge is power,
Yep.
right? So Rhonda,
Yes.
tell us about this strategic partnership with Jirav. What are your thoughts behind that, and what was the drive to do this?
Yeah. So, client insights and driving data that can empower practitioners to be better advisors, be more proactive to help interpret the data has been, something that's really important to ADP, and something we're pushing forward in Accountant Connect more and more. And partnering with Jirav and other partners is another way for us to take it to the next level, right? So
Right.
we can provide the compensation benchmarking and industry insights and information about the payroll data and what's going
Right.
on with the client. But Jirav can take it to the next level, right? To really deepen the data that you get, and you can advise your clients.
And I love that, because really at the end of the day, I've had this whole theory that we're all playing in the same sandbox. And for those that do best at payroll solutions, and you guys have gone above and beyond a payroll company, because you offer, like you said, benchmarking, industry, reasonable compensation, those things that we need, that data to be the best trusted advisor we can be. But you don't have to do it all yourself. And so this strategic partnership says, hey, Rhonda's team doesn't have to write this analytics tools and stuff within Accountant Connect. You can go right to Jirav, even right from Accountant Connect, as a matter of fact, and you can get to the tools you need in order to analyze your data.
Exactly. So just another way to make it seamless and integrated and easy for you to really take the data to the next level and leverage it the way that you need to serve your clients.
Absolutely. And so how is this relationship working out for you? Okay.
It's going awesome.
It's
Yeah.
going awesome.
Yeah.
You must love the collaboration. So
Oh.
you're not just having an internal team collaboration. Now you have an extended part of your company, technically.
Yeah, there's so much like energy surrounding all this. I'm like super, super excited about everything.
Yeah. Very excited about it.
That's awesome. Well, I'm thrilled to have had you on this podcast today. These guys are making it happen. All you have to do as pro advisor, which by the way, how's this lady doing over here? Look how funny. She looks right next to my head, like she's sitting here. But anyway, I mean, just this is a relationship that we all need to capitalize on, because at the end of the day, the transactional accountant is not going to be around much longer. And so just like the wave of getting in the cloud and all this stuff that we've been talking about for 10 or 15 years, if you miss that, don't miss this one. Like, this is where it's time to take advisory to the next level. And if we've learned nothing over the last 18 months with COVID, the business owners need us to be able to predict the future as best we can with data that's live time. And that's what Jirav and ADP's partnership is going to do for you. So for everyone that's listening, I'm telling you right now, you better get on this train because it's leaving the station. So now's the time. But Martin, thank you so much for taking your time. CEO of Jirav, Rhonda Shurter, who basically does everything at ADP and runs it. That's what I say. You know, if you want something done, call Rhonda. But again, so thank you everyone for listening, and we look forward to seeing you the next time on the next DM Disruption. Thank you so much for being here.
I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Feel free to visit goonbrolin.com in order to motivate you to improve your practice. Wishing you all the best. Have a great day.